Does Mo Lanshin love Chen Xiaodian? Love. Of course love. If she doesn't love, she will not elope with Chen Xiaodian and will give birth to him. If she does not love, she will not use two heavenly spirit fruits to exchange Chen Xiaotian information with Qin Tian. But in this materialistic society, one person for another person, waiting for more than 20 years is a very nonsense thing. So Chen Xiaodian is now like this. Can Mo Lanshin blame him? Doesn't seem to be possible. But why is this? Why is this? Mo Lan murmured to herself, and her mind was full of thoughts. No wonder, it doesn't mean it won't be uncomfortable. At this time, she couldn't believe that the man she had been worried about for so long would become what she is today. The phone slipped, and after reacting, she quickly picked up her phone and looked at it again. It seems that I am afraid that Qin Tian may admit the wrong person by himself. It's a pity that things backfired. The video is very clear. The man in the video is indeed Chen Xiaodian. Even after more than 20 years, she can recognize the other party immediately. Chen Xiaodian laughed loudly in the KTV booth and spoke freely. When chatting with the girl, Mo Lanshin also saw the smile on his face and the light movement of the other's chin. Where is the man who was waiting for him infatuatedly? Obviously a veteran of a nightclub. Seeing this scene, Mo Lanshin couldn't help crying. Think of myself for this man, not thinking about tea, not thinking about food, and awake at night. Imagine that for this man. I refused all the marriages arranged by the sect and remained single until now. Think of myself even trying to be the supreme leader with a female stream, just to meet him one day. At this moment, all efforts seemed to be wasted. Looking at her mobile phone, Mo Lanshin couldn't help thinking of the advice given to her by the elders of the sect. Tell her that in this materialistic society, feelings are simply unreliable. No man can resist the many temptations of this colorful world. Even Chen Xiaodian is no exception. But she didn't believe it. She didn't believe it at all. Because in her mind, apart from being poor, Chen Xiaodian is absolutely perfect in other aspects. He cannot betray himself. Absolutely not. Because of this, she quarreled with the family several times upside down. But now, this video of Qin Tian shattered all her fantasies. The thing she had always insisted on became fragmented. Mr. Qin, are you still there? I don't know how long it took before Mo Lanshin calmed down a little. Forcibly resisted without shed tears, and sent a message like this to Qin Tian. Read more at wuxiax.com. A few minutes later, Qin Tian replied to her. Yes. You sorry. Just a few words broke all her psychological defenses in an instant. Tears flow out if they can't control it. Finally, she couldn't control herself, curled up in the corner of the room, hugged her knees, and started sobbing. Can you believe that a woman in her 40s was actually hurt by love? 3 days later, a high-end bar in Jiangqing. There are feasts and feasts here, and people of all kinds gather, come from all over the world, and they will get together if they are destined. People who like nightlife. This time is the beginning of their wonderful life. Today, there are many people in the bar. In the middle of the dance floor, all kinds of seductive girls are constantly shaking their bodies to the ears of the disco music. The exquisite body is particularly eye-catching in the swaying light. The long hair swayed back and forth from side to side. The ambiguous breath of a moment enveloped the whole bar. On a deck in the corner of the bar, 4 men and 4 women gathered together, enjoying the excitement of heavy metal music. Come on, Brother Chen, I will toast you a glass, and I hope you can say something for me in front of President Qin in the future. A fat man in a suit and leather shoes put his arms around his girlfriend's waist and flattered Chen Xiaodian. He is Long Ge's subordinate. Long is Qin Tian's subordinate. So after knowing that Chen Xiaodian's identity is special, for more benefits, he naturally wanted to flatter himself. No, in order to please Chen Xiaodian, they all returned to Jiangcheng from 2 men. Haha, easy to talk, easy to talk. Hearing the fat man's words, Chen Xiaodian slapped haha. Tanga, don't worry, it's only the management right of a bar. Based on the relationship between me and President Qin, it's not just a sentence. Then thank you, Brother Chen. The fat man smiled puffy on his face. He raised the wine glass in his hand and drank it in one fell swoop. Brother Chen, I did it. You are free. How can this work? When it comes to drinking, Chen Xiaodian, I have never been afraid of anyone. Chen Xiaodian drank all the wine in his glass without admitting defeat. It is good. Brother Chen has a good drink. Brother Chen deserves to be Brother Chen. So refreshing. Brother Chen, you are so amazing. Chen Xiaodian's refreshing behavior aroused everyone's applause. The woman he hugged also praised him with a flattering expression. I have something better in a while. Do you want to see? Chen Xiaodian hugged the woman's hand tightly and said to the woman with a smirk. During this period of time, he has fallen in love with the feeling of holding the moon among the stars. Therefore, he did not refuse the compliments of everyone, but enjoyed it as he should. Why did Chen Xiaodian become like this? In fact, it is normal. After all, a man pursues nothing more than a few things in his life. Money, power, beauty. He used to be poor and drunk every day. Unwilling to meet other women. Naturally, no other woman is willing to meet him. But it's different now. Because of Qin Tian's support, he not only has money, but also power. With these 2 things, a large number of beauties all took the initiative to send him to the door. Face the temptation of money, power, and beauty. Which man can resist? Then, a man who had sealed himself for more than 20 years was completely unsealed by Qin Tian. Under Qin Tian's deliberate guidance, Chen Xiaodian freed himself as he pleased. It seemed that the whole world was revolving around him. As for Mo Lanshin, he had basically forgotten about it. At this time, Chen Xiaodian, who was talking and laughing with everyone, didn't know that in another corner of the bar, a man and a woman were watching him silently. Woman with grace and grace. T-shirt, trench coat, jeans. Wear wireless headphones on your ears. At this moment, she was covering her mouth, resisting her inner grievance and not crying. The man is handsome, but casually dressed. At this moment, she was quietly comforting the woman next to her. The man handed over a tissue. Are you really not going to see him in the past? No need. After the woman took the tissue and wiped away her tears, she said firmly in her eyes, Mr. Chin, thank you for helping me find him. I am really grateful. You don't have to be polite. It's just a matter of effort. It's just a lass. The man paused when he said that, then looked in the direction of Chen Xiaotian and sighed. This result is indeed a bit. Mr. Chin, the woman suddenly interrupted the man. Huh? The man wondered. Can you accompany me for a few drinks? Am I not drinking with you? Let's change a place. The man. There is no doubt that the man is Qin Tian. The woman is Mo Lanxin. Mo Lanxin looked for Chen Xiaotian for so long. Naturally, because of Qin Tian's video, he would completely give up his thoughts on Chen Xiaotian. So Qin Tian took advantage of her own network and brought her to this bar. After coming here, I saw Chen Xiaotian hugging a woman with a confident expression, and talking and laughing with other men. Mo Lanxin's heart was really broken. In this case, she didn't dare to recognize each other in the past. In the end, Qin Tian thought of a way and put the bug in a small potted plant. Then the waiter sent it to that table. Only then did Mo Lanxin hear Chen Xiaotian's conversation clearly. As for Qin Tian, what he said to Mo Lanxin was, he found Chen Xiaotian many days ago, but because the other party was on the run, he lost his contact information. For Chen Xiaotian's safety, Qin Tian did not contact her immediately. Instead, some people were arranged to take care of Chen Xiaotian. After the wind was quieter outside, and Chen Xiaotian was confirmed to be safe, Qin Tian sent her a message. Who knows that Chen Xiaotian's character has actually become like this? Mo Lanxin did not doubt Qin Tian's remarks. Because some time ago, some people from the sect were secretly sent out by her father Mo Hai. At that time she felt that something might have happened. But I didn't expect that the sect disciple sent out would be related to Chen Xiaotian. At this time, I heard Qin Tian say this. Her mind was full of pictures of Chen Xiaotian holding a woman. How can we find loopholes in Qin Tian's words? Besides, the loopholes in Qin Tian's remarks were originally very small. Even if she went to Chen Xiaotian to confront him, it was impossible to suspect Qin Tian. So Qin Tian brought her to see Chen Xiaotian, and it was considered confident. Ding, succeed in provoking Chun Yang's parents' relationship, and get villain value plus 1000. Because of system skill extra plus 200, protagonist Chun Yang's air luck value is minus 500. Another bar. Looking at Mo Lanxin, who was drinking glass after glass in front of him. Qin Tian did not pay attention to system prompts for the first time, but a little helplessly shook his head. Mo Lanxin said that she wanted to accompany her to drink, but after coming here, she was alone drinking? One cup after another poured into the throat, without stopping at all. Why do you do this to me? Mr. Qin, are you stupid? Ha ha! People in their 40s are already in their 40s, yet they still believe that there is love in this world. This is not true. At this moment, she seemed to be insane. One will laugh, and the other will cry. Muttered to himself for a while. Following this rhythm, there is no need for Qin Tian to add ingredients to her wine. Beauty, are you broken in love? Do you need us to drink with you? A 5'3" rough man, with 2 younger brothers, walked to the side of Mo Lanxin. Although Mo Lanxin was over 40 years old, there was no trace of time on his body or face because of the cultivator. Read more at wuxiax.com. Seeing her drinking boring wine alone at this time, everyone can see that there is a problem. How could they not cherish such a great opportunity? Only after hearing this, Mo Lanxin ignored them at all and still drank the wine on his own. And they also automatically ignored Qin Tian, who was sitting opposite, and walked over directly to want to take it. The first person was about to sit next to Mo Lanxin, but was blocked by Qin Tian's feet. You can't see my existence? Qin Tian raised his head and looked at the 3 men calmly, and said in a low voice. Dark skin, arrogant face, arrogant tone. Qin Tian sees too much of such a gangster. I saw it, the leader said arrogantly. So what? Boy, we have been observing for a long time over there. You are not this woman's boyfriend at all. Yes, your kid just wants to plot wrongdoing. Get familiar with lousy, or lousy will make you look good. Observation is very careful. Hearing this, Qin Tian didn't bother to care about him, and said directly, Old Li, throw them out. Okay, President Qin. Old Li, sitting in the corner of the bar, put his hand on his wireless headset, and replied respectfully. Still the same sentence. Qin Tian goes out, generally not alone. This time I came to Jiangsheng, although Zhou Wen did not come. But Lao Li, Wang Yi, and Xiao Lu are all here. So the gangsters hadn't reacted yet. They were surrounded by the 3 of Wang Yi. Damn, this kid is still a stubborn stubble. What do you want to do? Want to fight? Damn, don't use your hands. Let me tell you, Brother Fei is an existence you can't afford. Brother Fei? Upon hearing this, the corner of Qin Tian's mouth raised. Lao Li, do you remember this name? Old Li also smiled. It seems to be a bit impressed. Whether it's the same person or not, greet them for me. Understand. Lao Li nodded, and soon a few screams came, and the bar was in a mess. Qin Tian didn't care about these details, looking at Mo Lanxin, who was already lying on the table unconscious. After he thought about it, a princess took her out of the bar decisively. This woman is as soft as boneless, and already drunk and unconscious. She didn't have much reaction when being held by Qin Tian. Feeling the fragrance of her body and the temperature of the skin, Qin Tian's mouth slowly raised an evil smile. Arriving on the Rolls-Royce in the parking space, Qin Tian opened the door and placed it in the back seat of the car. Although taking advantage of the emptiness to enter is not the work of a gentleman. But Qin Tian is not a gentleman. So the next thing is logical. Xiao Lu and Wang Yi stayed to deal with the gangsters. Lao Li became the driver again. Under the command of Qin Tian, Rolls-Royce quickly drove to the nearest five-star hotel. Early the next morning, a presidential suite in a five-star hotel. Ding, succeed in capturing the key character Mo Lanqin. Drastically change the trend of the main storyline. Get the villain value plus 2,000, because of the system skill extra plus 400, win the luck value of 500 points. He rested his head with his hands and stared at the ceiling. The corner of Qin Tian's mouth, who heard this system prompt, raised a smile again. Sure enough, Mo Lanqin is a key figure in Chen Yang's plot. The reward after capturing her is not low. Actually have 2,000 points of villain value? Have you even grabbed 500 points for your luck? It's also pretty awesome. Maybe the only regret is... Qin Tian turned his head to look at the sleeping woman next to him and said with some regret, I'm not so clear-headed, a little bit imperfect. The current Qin Tian, not to mention having been in the tens of thousands of flowers. But at any rate, there are countless women who meet homonymous. So even if there's only a slight flaw, he can feel it. Mo Lanqin, who was in her 40s, had less charming attributes than Gu Qinsheng, but she had a bit more delicate and noble attributes. The sadness between the eyebrows and the superior status. The two completely different attributes form a strong contrast, enough to make any man's heart beat. Adding to the skin and appearance of the cultivator, it's okay overall. What? Why doesn't Qin Tian obey the protagonist's law of luck and start to attack Mo Lanqin when she is unconscious? It's very simple. Because Mo Lanqin is just the protagonist's mother, not the heroine. Qin Tian does not need to abide by this law at all. As long as the methods are used reasonably, everything is not a problem. Just like Wang Ling before. At that time, Yi Chen's luck value was also very high. Wang Ling was also dealt with by Wang Yi without being conscious. So this is not a problem at all. Besides, Qin Tian's current Qi luck value is much higher than Qin Yang. When the time and place are right and the people are in harmony, it is only natural to get Mo Lanqin. Head it hurts, Qin Tian thought. Mo Lanqin woke up slowly. As the current lord of the Qingyang sect, Mo Lanqin's strength is naturally not weak. Even if she is just a master, that is also the best among the masters. Otherwise, how could she become the sect master of the Qingyang sect based on her being a female stream? Originally drinking this kind of thing, not to mention a master of innate realm, can also easily use true energy to slow down the effects of alcohol. Even get rid of alcohol completely. The higher the repair base, the faster the alcohol can be discharged. But as a master, Mo Lanqin was still drunk. As for the reason, apart from Qin Xiaodian, there seems to be no second reason. It's just that she didn't expect that she was drunk and had an accident when she was drunk. In the early morning, a ray of sunlight came into the hotel from outside the window. Mo Lanqin woke up in a daze from his sleep, only feeling that he had a splitting headache. She rubbed her temples and whispered to her feet. Suddenly feeling something was wrong, subconsciously glanced around him. Suddenly a fair-skinned, well-proportioned, handsome man appeared in front of her. Seeing this man, look down and see his own situation. Mo Lanqin immediately understood what had happened. But she's an adult woman anyway. He didn't yell directly, but quickly blocked his upper body with a quilt and shrank back. The eyes that looked at Qin Tian were also full of hostility. Why? Mo Lanqin asked directly. Her voice was already a little cold, even if she had a very good impression of Qin Tian before. But after this night, all her good feelings towards Qin Tian disappeared in an instant. Qin Tian sat up and looked at Mo Lanqin and explained. You were drunk last night, so you are at risk? Mo Lanqin said sharply. Qin Tian's behavior is something she can't tolerate. When you are drunk, treat yourself. This is definitely not the work of a gentleman. She doesn't like such people. I am a normal man. Qin Tian opened his mouth and explained. I think any normal man who encounters a beautiful woman like you will take the initiative to ask. I am afraid that he will be unable to control himself. You. Mo Lanqin was taken aback for a moment, then gritted his teeth and said, You mean I took the initiative last night? How? Qin Tian asked in return. You don't remember at all? No, I don't remember. Mo Lanqin rubbed his temples again. But even so, you shouldn't. I was wrong last night. Before Mo Lanqin finished speaking, Qin Tian interrupted her directly. My resistance is too low. I didn't resist your temptation. But now things have happened. It's too late to say anything. So, President Mo, even if I am sorry for this matter, please mention it if you have any requirements as long as I can do it. Although this is not enough to make up for the harm I caused you last night, it is the only way I can make up for you at the moment. Qin Tian's voice was full of apologies. Read more at wuxiax.com. But it was a few words that made his attitude clear. The thing has already happened. What's the point of entangled in the whole thing? Everyone is an adult, and it is the most important thing to think about how to deal with the relationship between the two. Hearing Qin Tian's words, Mo Lanqin also calmed down. Qin Tian's attitude of admitting mistakes and apologizing can be said to be very sincere. And the speech is also clear and clear. This is very much in line with the wisdom and calm personality of a group president. But what should I do with him next? Kill him? Or do you call the police to catch him? It seems that no matter how you deal with it, it will do you all harm, but no benefit? What? Just to send the other person to prison? Let alone whether you can send the other person to prison. Even if you can, this is not something an adult should do. And last night it was because I was drunk that caused the current situation. And so, forget it this matter. I was wrong too. After trying to understand the cause and effect, Mo Lanqin sighed helplessly. As the lord of the sect and the mother of the protagonist, she is undoubtedly a very sensible woman. After all, more than 90% of the protagonist's mothers are based on this person. Such a sensible person. Thinking that she was drunk that led to this situation. How could she blame Qin Tian for all her faults? Hearing Mo Lanxin's words, Qin Tian was not particularly surprised. Because he has the eyes of a villain, he knows that Mo Lanxin is a kind woman full of sadness. He picked up Mo Lanxin's clothes next to the pillow and handed it to her. Anyway, the main fault in this matter is with me, and I will definitely make up for you. He took his clothes and looked at Qin Tian's unusually serious expression. Most of the unhappiness in Mo Lanxin's heart disappeared in an instant. Actually, it's not as serious as you think. Mo Lanxin paused at this point, as if thinking of something in her mind. Her eyes suddenly dimmed. Anyway, I am just an old woman who nobody wants. Who said that? Since last night, you have been my woman. Even if the whole world does not want you, I can't do without you. You? Don't make trouble. Mo Lanxin didn't want to talk to Qin Tian. Her age is a few years older than Qin Tian, and naturally, her experience will not be less than Qin Tian. Knowing that Qin Tian said this, just to appease his emotions. I'm not kidding you. Qin Tian moved her neck and looked at Mo Lanxin with a serious expression. I believe time will prove everything. Seeing Qin Tian's serious expression again, Mo Lanxin didn't speak anymore. But I don't know why. At this moment, her heart no longer hates Qin Tian. That's right. Soft-heartedness is also a major weakness in her character. This is also the reason why Qin Tian dared to do whatever he wanted to her. Jingle bell. The sudden ringing of the phone interrupted the two, who fell into a brief silence. Qin Tian was a little puzzled, seeing that the caller ID was Lao Li. It was even more puzzled. Old Li something? President Qin. Xiao Qin was beaten and hospitalized. Qin Tian heard the words and squinted his eyes. What's the matter? The general situation, is not clear on the phone. That's okay. You prepare your car now. Let's go to the hospital to talk about it. Good President Qin. After hanging up the phone, Qin Tian took a deep breath and looked at Mo Lanxin. I'm really sorry. I may have something wrong and need to leave for a while. You can leave if you want. Tell me what? Why? Listen to you. If you are fine, do you want to stay and do something to me? Qin Tian grinned suddenly. If you agree, I can. Go away. Haha, I ordered breakfast for you. Just put on your clothes and call the front desk. I'll leave first. Qin Tian put on his clothes in twos, and when he walked to the door of the room, he suddenly stopped and looked back. When I finish handling things, I will come to you again. Who wants you to come to me again? Mo Lanxin couldn't help muttering. As soon as the voice fell, Qin Tian had disappeared. Only a sad Mo Lanxin remained. The accident with Qin Tian made her temporarily forget the pain in her heart. As soon as Qin Tian left at this time, the deep sorrow flooded her heart again, until she followed Qin Tian's instructions, put on her own clothes, and asked the hotel to deliver breakfast. Her grief was suppressed again. Youtiao? Does your hotel still have youtiao? Mr. Qin specially asked us to prepare for you, saying that Miss Mo's favorite breakfast is soy milk and fried dough sticks. Hearing what the waiter said, Mo Lanxin was stunned. How does he know that I like fried dough sticks? Ding, I succeeded in changing the impression of the key character, Mo Lanxin, on the host, slightly changing the plot trend, and getting the villain value plus 200. Villain value, 5,100 points. Luck value, 3,800 points. This is the data after Qin Tian seized Mo Lanxin. Why did Qin Tian know that Mo Lanxin likes to eat fried dough sticks? This does not seem to require explanation. The personal information he saw by the villain's eyes was not just basic information. Hobbies, likes and dislikes are also included. So Qin Tian's preference for Mo Lanxin is clear. Mo Lanxin lived in a different environment since he was a child, so she rarely eats what her family does not let her eat. This fritters dubbed junk food is one of them. But after trying fritters once in a few hours, she fell in love with this kind of food. Although for her now, this thing is not particularly delicious. But what she eats is not just fried dough sticks. What she eats is feelings, and most people don't understand it. Therefore, she was surprised at Qin Tian's arrangement. As for why Mo Lanxin has such an attitude towards Qin Tian, except for being soft-hearted, calm, and sensible, the biggest reason is Chen Xiaodian. The thought of Chen Xiaodian becoming what she is today, she feels that her persistence all the time is like a joke. After the faith collapse, did this happen again? She has no thoughts to pursue Qin Tian's responsibility. The topic is a bit distant. On the other side, Qin Tian, who captured Mo Lanxin and walked out of the hotel, went directly to old Li's Rolls-Royce. Although he knew that the matter between Mo Lanxin and Chen Xiaodian was not over yet. But now he has no time to ask about this. Qin Shiji's bodyguard, called Lao Li just now, said that Qin Shiji was beaten and hospitalized. Qin Shiji can be beaten and hospitalized with a bodyguard? As Qin Tian, who has solved multiple protagonists, he somewhat sensed the smell of dog blood. So he decided to go to the hospital first. Jiangqing Hospital, Intensive Care Unit. 3 police officers, 1 man, 2 women, are asking a bodyguard about the situation. Lu Ruoxi, why did you come to Jiangqing? After Qin Tian came here and saw one of the police women, he immediately felt that the smell of dog blood became stronger. The villain rich second generation was beaten up. Is the beautiful police officer with heroine attributes in charge of this case? Mr. Qin, I am glad to see you in Jiangqing. Seeing Qin Tian again, Lu Ruoxi seemed very happy. I came to Jiangqing headquarters to study and just received your son's case. If you encounter something that needs to be resolved by force, you should call the police. Don't try to deal with it yourself. This is Qin Tian's advice to his son and his 2 bodyguards. So there is nothing wrong with Lu Ruoxi's words. So, Can you tell me what's going on now? Qin Tian asked, while checking Qin Shiji's situation. Qin Shiji is lying on the hospital bed now. Read more at wuxiax.com. This kid has no trauma, but he is unconscious now. Of course it's like this. Lu Ruoshi quickly explained the matter again. According to Lu Ruoshi, it was a young man who stunned Qin Shiji. This young man had the same attack sequence as Lin Feng. The two bodyguards were all dealt with first, and then Qin Shiji was dealt with. Hearing this, Qin Tian can basically be sure that this young man must be a protagonist again. After all, most people don't do nothing idle and come to clean up their villain son to play. Ruoshi, do you know each other? Watching the conversation between the two of them, the male police officer looked curious. Yes, Officer Song, he's what I told you, President Qin of the Qin Group. Lu Ruoshi gave an introduction to Qin Tian. Chief Qin, this is Officer Song Haiba Song. It's also the main person in charge of this case. So it's President Qin? Hello, hello. The male police officer hurriedly stretched out his hand enthusiastically. Officer Song, hello. Qin Tian recovered, did not refuse, stretched out his hand, and shook it with the other party. After the inspection just now, Qin Shiji was fine. It was just because of the strong impact that it hit the back of the head and caused a slight concussion. That's why I was unconscious. Subconsciously looked at his own system. Currently, the protagonists that can be locked have not changed, and there are still only Wang Hao and Qin Yang. Seeing this, Qin Tian was a little confused, because Qin Shiji is also his own son. Now that he is with Qin Shiji, hurting him is directly related to him, right? In other words, the situation, it should be possible to trace the other side by tracking your own luck. But now no? What's going on? Did you guess wrong? Is it the young man who hurt his son the protagonist? Or is it that his son was injured and did not meet the conditions to trigger Qi luck tracking? Forget it, let's wake up Qin Shiji first. Qin Tian muttered to himself. No longer think about these unintelligible problems. He glanced at Song Haiba and the three of them. Police Officer Song, please go out first. I have something to do here. This is fine anyway. We have almost understood the case, so let's just leave. Old Li, send them off. Yes. Under Qin Tian's initiative request, the room soon only left Qin Tian father and son. Just when Qin Tian was about to wake Qin Shiji, the door of the intensive care unit was pushed open again by the policewoman. That, Mr. Qin, can I stay and take a look? The person here is Lu Ruoshi. She seems to know what Qin Tian wants to do at this time. Looking at Qin Tian with a look of expectation. Qin Tian didn't know what she was expecting, but for this old acquaintance, he didn't mean to refuse. Come in and close the door, just don't disturb me. Okay, Mr. Qin, Lu Ruoshi said with joy. Qin Shiji was knocked unconscious. Qin Tian sensed the breath of dog blood. However, if you want to know the specific details of the matter, you have to wake up Qin Shiji before talking. Just when Qin Tian was treating his cheap son, thousands of miles away, Pengcheng, a young man wearing a denim jacket and a peaked cap appeared in the central park of Pengcheng. Mo Hai, a Qingyang sect? Whether you are my grandfather or not, I will definitely not let you go. Breathing the fresh morning air in the park, Qingyang said in a cold voice. At this time, he didn't know that he had a father for some reason, because his current thoughts are all on Qingyang sect. The headquarters of King Yangzong was in Pengcheng, and he knew the news. That's why I came to Pengcheng alone, thinking Qian Zhaohao, to seek revenge from King Yangzong. Although theoretically speaking, Mo Hai is indeed his grandfather. But not only has he never seen Mo Hai since he was a child, he has been chased and killed by the opponent for so long. Under this circumstance, what kind of feelings does he have for Mo Hai? So kill Mo Hai without explaining how this is. In the middle of the park, a young man suddenly attracted Chen Yang's attention. This young man is doing something that feels very weird. Tai Chi. Young people getting up in the morning to do Tai Chi is actually a very strange thing in itself. What is even more bizarre is that with the young man's Tai Chi, an air current seemed to form around his body, and the falling leaves and flying flowers around him began to rotate around him. Infuriated out? Grandmaster? Chen Yang couldn't help but froze. At this moment, a young girl appeared in Chen Yang's sight with an old man. Chen Yang was even more surprised when he saw this girl. Isn't this the girl beside Qin Tian? Chen Yang, the park, the young man of the Grandmaster realm, the girl beside Qin Tian. Adding all the factors together, it is a very bloody plot. It is the end of October. The air in the morning at this time is already very cold. Ordinary people will come out to hang out in the morning, but obviously, they're all exceptions. The girl who followed a white-haired old man. No one else but the #1 fan of Qin Tian. Chen Mingming. The old man's name is Chen Yongchang, Chen Mingming's grandfather. Pengcheng is the city where her grandfather usually lives. Because today is the weekend, his grandfather hasn't seen his granddaughter for a long time. So many days ago, he asked Chen Mingming to fly to Pengcheng this weekend. Chen Mingming also felt that he hadn't seen his grandfather for a long time, so he took a plane right after school yesterday. In the face of her grandfather, she dared not dress up as that little sister again. Instead, she put on the school uniform, jeans and white shoes that she had always disdained to wear. At this time, Qin Yang was staring at them, but they looked at the young man. The young man closed his eyes. His Tai Chi movements were slow, and every move made people feel unpredictable. The leaves and flowers around him kept spinning around him. Grandpa, he seems to be amazing, although Chen Mingming knew that Qin Tian could solve mercenaries. But she didn't know how powerful Qin Tian was. Therefore, seeing the young man doing Tai Chi Quan at this time was a look of surprise and admiration. Fallen leaves and flying flowers, moving with the wind? Do you want to be so awesome? It's really amazing. I reached such a level at a young age. Chen Yongchang couldn't help but admire. The Chen family is not a family of cultivators, but an old man like him will have more or less adventures when he is young. So he's the same as the old man of the Su family and the Qin family. Know that there is a superior existence in this world. The state displayed by the young people at this time is obviously exactly the same as those of the outsiders. While thinking, the young man finished his Tai Chi boxing and let out a long breath after accepting the move. Chun Yongchang hurriedly greeted him, arched his hand towards the young man. Little brother, dare to ask your name? The young man opened his eyes slowly, and the light in his eyes was fleeting. Yifan. Yifan. That's right. The person who practices Tai Chi is Yifan. It was Yifan who was reborn as the cultivator. Except for him, no one would be crazy. They came to the park early in the morning to do Tai Chi. Old man in the park. What a bloody plot. Although the Qin family is not a family of cultivators in the bloody plot. But the old people the protagonist meets in the park are generally a little different. Chun Yongchang is no exception now. He has no other problems, but is sick. He has a stubborn illness that makes him look older than the average old man. So the next routine dog blood plot appeared. Yifan saw Chun Yongchang's illness at a glance, and was shocked by Chun Yongchang as a heavenly man. But Yifan looked at Chun Yongchang's side, Chen Mingming in school uniform, feeling that the girl was a bit familiar. It's just that I can't remember it for a while. Little brother, meeting his fate, can Che sit in the humble house? After chatting for a while, Chun Yongchang hurriedly flattered. Yifan's performance was even more unpredictable than those big men in his memory. Coupled with the fact that the other party just broke his own stubborn illness, he immediately became Yifan's little brother. I'm not free today. Let's go another day. Yifan refused coldly. Read more at wuxiax.com. For him now, getting stronger is the most important thing. In this case, can you leave a contact information? Chun Yongchang didn't give up and continued to inquire. Yifan hesitated, then finally nodded coldly. That's okay. Immediately, Yifan left his mobile phone number, so he ignored the two of them and turned around and left. After Chun Yang hesitated for a while, he didn't bother with Chun Yongchang and quickly followed Yifan. And Chun Mingming, it seems to have discovered the existence of Chun Yang, looking at his back with a puzzled face. Why is he here? Yifan was reborn as a cultivator. It's different from ordinary cultivators, so I soon found Chun Yang following. Humph! Yifan saluted, deliberately took Chun Yang towards a remote and uninhabited alley. Yifan is in front, and Chun Yang is behind. When he came to a corner, Yifan disappeared. Chun Yang continued to move forward. Soon a dark shadow fell from the sky and steadily landed behind him. Boy, what are you doing with me? The cold voice shocked Chun Yang's heart, but he quickly turned around and arched his body to make a defensive move. Cut. You're also a cultivator, right? You can think so. Yifan held his hands and replied old-fashioned. Are you from the Qingyang sect? Chun Yang continued to inquire. The headquarters of Qingyang sect is in Pengcheng, and the person in front of him is a cultivator. It's hard for him not to think about it. Hearing the words Qingyang Zong, Yifan's eyes flashed with killing intent. Qingyang sect? No, no. Chun Yang was stunned, and then quickly asked again. How do you prove? Why do you need to prove it to others? Bend this seat? Hearing these two words, Chun Yang couldn't help but twitched at the corner of his mouth. Isn't this person 2 second actually claimed to be this seat? If you don't believe it, just shoot it. Seeing the unabashed anger in Chun Yang's eyes, Yifan ignored him at all. He directly held his hands and said with a domineering face. On the other side, Qin Tian didn't know what happened in Pengcheng, because now he is listening to Qin Shiji's story. Qin Shiji had a slight concussion. Qin Tian just ran 2 laps in his head with a soft, real energy. He just woke up, just. For a woman again? After listening to Qin Shiji's narration, Qin Tian didn't get angry. How much did this guy suffer for the woman? Why is it still not a long memory? Before, for Tang Shui, Lin Feng broke his leg. Later, she was beaten by Yi Xian for a schoolgirl named Wu Qingya. Now it was also for that Wu Qingya, who was beaten by a kid named Yang Chen again. Dad, I didn't expect that guy would be so powerful. Qin Shiji said aggrievedly. The thing is like this. Qin Shiji has been chasing the schoolgirl named Wu Qingya, and that schoolflower had always maintained a cold attitude towards Qin Shiji. Since Yi Xian came, she had a soft spot for Yi Xian, started to circle around Yi Xian. Later, Yi Xian left, and she regained her coldness. Only this time, she did not reject Qin Shiji, but enjoyed Qin Shiji's pursuit. Various brand name bags, cosmetics. Qin Shiji buys what she wants. Even the family business also helps with the line. Qin Shiji felt that he had hope, so he went around the woman stupidly. That woman did not give Qin Shiji a clear answer. This time the school reopened. Wu Qingya returned to her high coldness again. Qin Shiji was a little unclear, so he went to ask the other party why. The other party didn't tell him either. Until not long ago, he saw Wu Qingya and an out-of-school boy named Yang Chun have a double relationship. Qin Shiji knew that he was green, so he found an opportunity to argue with that guy named Yang Chun. The two changed from theory to dispute. Until last night, the conflict between the two completely broke out, and Qin Shiji was beaten into the hospital by the other party. Listening to what you said, it seems that I really can't blame you. Qin Tian thoughtfully. Although it was Yang Chun who beat people. But isn't it because Wu Qingya is green tea? Obviously don't like your son, but enjoy his son's pursuit? Followed someone else without saying a word in the end? What is green tea? What? And many more. If Wu Qingya is a green tea, wouldn't her son become a dog? Damn it. How can this work? How can my son of Qin Tian lick a dog? Thinking of this, Qin Tian looked at Qin Shiji. You have chased Wu Qingya for so long. Should you have her information? Yes, Dad. Give me your information, and I will avenge you. Lu Ruoshi knew that Qin Tian was different, So after going out with his colleagues, he found another excuse and turned back. The purpose is to guess that Qin Tian wants to rescue Qin Shiji. She wants to come and observe. This scene where Qin Tian rescues Qin Shiji with true energy. Lu Ruashi stood aside and saw everything in his eyes. While marveling at the magic of this power, there are all small stars in Qin Tian's beautiful eyes. After hearing that Qin Tian wanted to avenge Qin Shiji, Lu Ruashi hurriedly spoke. Mr. Qin, don't be impulsive. If you have something to say, don't mess around. Qin Tian glanced at her. Speak well. My son has been beaten into the hospital. If you don't want to catch the murderer, let me talk about it. We will take action here. Lu Ruashi explained. Forget it. This kind of trivial matter. I can handle it myself. Qin Tian waved his hand. Leave it to you. The efficiency is too slow. The police respect rules and procedures when doing things. So as long as it is not to deal with the protagonist, Qin Tian generally doesn't like to trouble them. But Lu Ruashi wanted to say something, but was interrupted by Qin Tian. It's nothing. You are responsible for finding the kid named Yang Chun, and let me take care of the rest. Don't worry, it won't cause you trouble. This okay. Hearing Qin Tian's indisputable words, what else can Lu Ruashi say? For some things, she is also powerless. But Lu Ruashi had nothing to say, but Qin Shiji spoke at this moment. Dad, it was Yang Chun who beat me. What do you want elegant information for? What are you talking about? Today, Laozi will teach you a lesson. Seeing his sad son, Qin Tian didn't know what to say. This kid is not usually stupid. But once you meet a male protagonist or a female protagonist, the instant IQ is minus 50%. Can this kid not see such obvious green tea behavior by Wu Qingya? Decisively take the opportunity to educate and not explain. Jiangcheng is the capital of H province and the new first-tier city of Xiagua. This city is very prosperous, and the beautiful women are also in groups, and the people who watch it are dizzying. In Qingxi Shopping Center, a luxury brand store, 3 girls are walking together. The 3 girls are very beautiful and stylishly dressed. The one in the middle is wearing a light green long dress, fresh and elegant. It gives a feeling of pure white lotus, and its appearance is quite good. But perhaps it is the reason why men are often sought after. Her brows faintly reveal a kind of arrogance, looking at the eyes of other people, with a trace of contempt. She is Wu Qingya, one of Jiangcheng University's 3 major campus flowers. She is also the daughter of Wu Yaoguo from the Wu family in Jiangcheng. The Wu family in Jiangcheng is not a great family, not as big as the Zhang family in Tumen. Read more at wuxiax.com. But because of Qin Shiji, the assets of their family have doubled several times in a short period of time. Qingya, I heard that young Master Qin gave you a car? Is it true? A beautiful girl walked behind her and said, the delicate girl's name is Yin Yun, and her family conditions are average, and she is not from the same school as Wu Qingya. Just because the two are high school classmates, they get together to go shopping on weekends. It's true, but it's just a Martha that has just passed 1 million. It's not a good car. Wu Qingya said, a little unhappy. In her mind, Qin Shiji is so rich that he has given herself a car with $1 million? Obviously cannot meet her needs. It's just that others don't think so. My God, 1 million car is not a good car? That's right. Another girl named Xiao Yu said enviously. Qingya, my boyfriend gave me 200 yuan of lipstick. It will take a long time to hesitate. 1 million, I can't even think about it. I really envy you for having a rich boyfriend like Qin Xiao. Hey, me too. What nonsense are you talking about? Wu Qingya immediately retorted the two and said, Qin Shiji and I are not a boyfriend or girlfriend. Huh? Isn't it? I gave you a sports car. Isn't it a boyfriend? Your appetite is a bit bigger, right? Really, he and I are just good friends, not boyfriends and girlfriends. Jingle bell? As the 3 chatted, Yin Yin wanted to say something. Wu Qingya's phone suddenly rang. The caller was his father, Wu Yaoguo. As soon as the call was connected, Wu Yaoguo's questioning voice came. Qingya, what are you doing? How did the Qin family terminate all cooperation with us? What? No way. Wu Qingya was stunned for a while. Why not? Go ahead and ask what's going on. Wu Yaohua is now a panic group. All the projects under negotiation between the Qin family and the Wu family were terminated. All projects that have already reached cooperation require a new contract. This is definitely a huge blow to their family's business. What? Can the contract be redrawn? That's right. The contracts they signed are all used to restrain themselves. Qin wants to change it at any time. Big companies are so awesome. Okay, I'll call him now. After Wu Qingya heard this, she didn't hesitate and hung up Wu Yao's phone and quickly called Qin Shiji. Hey, Qin Shiji, where are you now? I'm in the hospital. What's the matter with your Qin family? Why did you suddenly terminate the cooperation project with our family? Wu Qingya did not question Qin Shiji, but directly questioned. Although during this time their family made a lot of money because of Qin Shiji. But she, who is used to being aloof, has no expression on Qin Shiji. Hearing Wu Qingya's voice was questioning. Qin Shiji glanced at his father next to him. He seemed to wake up after being educated by his father just now. Qingya, don't ask me. Why am I in the hospital? Wu Qingya on the phone was stunned, but still didn't care. I care why you are in the hospital? You first help me solve the problem of cooperation. Otherwise, we won't even have friends to do it in the future. Qingya, well, let's talk when we meet. Hearing this, Qin Shiji tightened his fist. But seeing his father's expression, he resisted and didn't get angry. You come to the XX private room of Hilton Hotel now. Qin Shiji reported an address, and after finishing speaking, Wu Qingya hung up the phone directly. Listening to the busy tone coming from the phone, Qin Shiji looked at Qin Tian and bowed his head in despair. Sorry, Dad, I was wrong. It's good if you know what you are wrong. Why? You are such a big person. Why do you still worry about your father so much? Ding, succeed in educating my son, change the trend of the plot, and get the villain value plus 300. Let's go, clean up, and follow me to the Hilton Hotel. Qin Shiji only had a slight concussion. After being treated by Qin Tian, he can be discharged directly from the hospital. So less than 10 minutes after Qin Shiji finished the call, everyone left the hospital. Qin Tian talked to Liu Ruashi separately. Bringing Qin Shiji to the private room of the Hilton Hotel, he quickly met Wu Qingya. Wu Qingya came alone. This is a white lotus in a dress that looks pure and lovely, harmless to humans and animals. You are Wu Qingya? Qin Tian said calmly. I am, are you? Wu Qingya obviously doesn't know Qin Tian. There may be some guesses, but I can't believe my eyes. Because the ages of the two seem to be almost the same. I am Qin Shiji's father. Qin Tian also didn't bother to whistle around and directly explained his intentions. Yang Chen hit Qin Shiji. He was lousy, and he wanted to ask for an explanation. Wu Qingya didn't seem to know about this matter. But this does not affect her maintenance of Yang Chen. Yang Chen hit someone, you go to Yang Chen. Why are you looking for me? Seeing Qin Tian Wu Qingya for the first time was a little surprised. But she, who has seen the world before, won't be timid because of it. Of course, it's because of the relationship between you and Yang Chen. Qin Tian looked indifferent. Although love is free now, parents should not interfere with the feelings of juniors. But you don't like my son? But what do you mean by hanging him all the time? What do I mean by hanging your son? Obviously he was chasing me, but I didn't agree. Wu Qingya retorted. This is reasonable, but it can't stand scrutiny. After hearing Wu Qingya's words, Qin Shiji, who was asked to wake up, pulled his fist tighter. If you didn't keep giving him signals, he would always chase you. If it weren't for this relationship, how could Yang Chen conflict with my son? Qin Tian said coldly. Little girl, I don't want to talk nonsense with you today. You can contact Yang Chen now. Take advantage of everyone's presence now. Let him come over and speak clearly. Otherwise, don't talk about your Wu family's cooperation. Even if you get something from my son, I will ask you to return it intact. Why? Qin Tian snorted coldly, and the superiors were full of aura. Because I am Qin Shiji's father, the president of the Qin group. Feeling the powerful aura radiating from Qin Tian, Wu Qingya gritted her teeth. She really forgot the identity of Qin Tian just now. Although the Qin family headquarters is not in Jiangcheng, Jiangcheng has a lot of their businesses. These industries cannot compete with other tycoons, but wanting to kill their Wu family is really a matter of minutes. She looks down on Qin Shiji, but can't stand someone else with a good father? Okay, well, I'll fight. Thinking of this, Wu Qingya could only compromise and picked up the phone and called Yang Chen. Just, the call you dialed could not be connected. Please try again later. Hearing this busy tone, Wu Qingya couldn't help but froze. Read more at wuxiax.com. What happened? Did you make this call last night? I quickly dialed again, but I still couldn't get through. None. Can't connect. Can't connect? Really, I didn't lie to you. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. Wu Qingya was a little anxious. Speaking, she also handed her mobile phone to Qin Tian. Qin Tian took the cell phone and dialed twice in a row. Can't connect? Are you sure it is this number? Qin Tian had some doubts, staring at Wu Qingya carefully. Wu Qingya nodded anxiously. I'm sure. Seeing this expression of the other party, Qin Tian was puzzled. The other party should have not lied. But how can it not get through? Is it just a signal problem? I always feel that something is wrong. Qin Tian frowned. When he was about to say something, Chen Mingming suddenly sent a WeChat message. Uncle Qin, guess who I saw in Pingcheng today? Well, Chen Mingming didn't know Yi Fan. So the person she was talking about was Chen Yang. Although in the morning, the two sides did not meet. But Yi Fan's operation was really eye-catching. Seeing Chen Yang following, she naturally couldn't help but take another look. She was still very impressed with Chen Yang, a Master Stone gambling player, when she was in the gambling field. So even if the other party was wearing a peaked cap, she still recognized the other party at a glance. Hearing Chen Mingming said to see Chen Yang in Pingcheng, Qin Tian had no interest. Because the son of luck he is currently targeting is Chen Yang. I already knew where Chen Yang was. However, due to the good relationship between the two parties, he subconsciously replied, Pingcheng? What are you going to do in Pingcheng? A weekend or 2 days? You also run so far to play? What's playing? Uncle Qin. Chen Mingming refused to accept. I came here to see my grandpa. Oh, by the way, Uncle Qin, I remember you can fight well too, right? Chen Mingming has never seen Qin Tian fight with his own eyes. The only memory is when Qin Tian went downstairs to solve the mercenaries on the day of Qin Wu's wedding. But that time, the battlefield was downstairs in the hotel, and she didn't see it with her own eyes. What do you want to say? I want to ask, when you practice, can you make leaves around you? Qin Tian, turn the leaves around yourself? Isn't this something that can only be done by exchanging real qi? And if you want to achieve this level, you need extremely delicate control, which ordinary masters can't do. Thinking of this, Qin Tian is curious to type. Have you seen such a person? Well, let me tell you, Uncle Qin, when I went to the park with my grandfather this morning, I saw a young man who was amazing. Chen Mingming told Qin Tian what happened in the morning. After listening to Chen Mingming's talk, Qin Tian's whole person is not good. Grandpa, grandson, park, Tai Chi master. This F***CK is a good bloody routine. For this routine, Qin Tian is thoroughly familiar with it. The most memorable is a certain forced king, practicing in the park, and then meet the combination of grandfather and granddaughter. Finally shocked my grandfather and accepted the granddaughter. Chen Mingming's current description is exactly the same as this routine. Do you know what his name is? Qin Tian asked quickly, faintly. He felt that he had discovered the new world. What is the name Yi Fan? It should be this name, right? Chen Mingming recalled. I didn't care at the time. I was surprised by patronizing. Yi Fan? Damn it, even the name is so awesome. Hearing this, if Qin Tian is still not sure of his inner thoughts, then he doesn't deserve to be the villain. Yi, one of the 4 surnames of the protagonist, and still practicing Tai Chi in the park? This Yi Fan. Isn't it the reincarnation of Yi Tiandi? Because there is no such bloody routine, how can Qin Tian discover this Yi Fan? Yes, you did a great job this time. Qin Tian smiled and answered Chen Mingming. For Qin Tian, the protagonist is dangerous. I always want to slap myself in the face and even want to destroy myself. But it is also a channel for him to gain experience and become stronger. Therefore, it is still a pleasure to discover a new protagonist. Major merit? Chen Mingming couldn't help but froze, obviously a little puzzled by these words. I just found a master. Why did he make a big contribution? But she doesn't care about this at all, since I have done a great job. Then Uncle Qin, how are you going to repay me? How do you want me to repay you? I want you to date me. Qin Tian was speechless. Let's talk about it. After casually perfuncting Chen Mingming, Qin Tian quickly ended the small chat with the other party. This little girl is really getting bolder and bolder. If we continue to talk, will I fall? Qin Tian smiled, no longer thinking about it. Once again, he looked at Wu Qingya on the opposite side. Leave Yang Chen's phone number. You can go. This Wu Qingya is just a green tea. But in front of Qin Tian, no tea is good. Hearing Qin Tian's words, Wu Qingya looked at Qin Shiji next to her. It seemed that I wanted to say something, but because Qin Tian was present, he couldn't say a word. Unwilling to send the number to Qin Shiji, and then left the hotel. It seems that you have to go to Pingcheng. Looking at the back of Wu Qingya leaving, Qin Tian muttered to herself. Now that Chen Yang has gone to Pingcheng, there is still an inexplicable Yi Fan over there. No matter how you look at it, you have to go. However, before going to Pingcheng, Jiangqing's matter needs to be solved first. Otherwise, it will be very troublesome to come and go. The situation in Jiangqing now is that a Yang Chen has appeared. This Yang Chen not only beat Qin Shiji, but also led the policewoman Lu Ruoxi and the green tea Wu Qingya. All kinds of evidence point to this product as the protagonist. But now he can't be contacted, and Qin Tian has no way to determine his identity. Therefore, this matter can only be handed over to the police temporarily. In other words, Chen Xiaotian is the only thing that needs to be dealt with at the moment. Thinking of this, Qin Tian nodded thoughtfully. A 5-star hotel. Mo Lanqin didn't go out today, because all her thoughts are on Chen Xiaotian. Originally seeing Chen Xiaotian like this, she didn't want to see Chen Xiaotian. But after what happened last night, she seems to have figured out a lot. Even though he was already caught by Qin Tian last night, it is no longer possible for both parties. But now it's hard to find each other. If you don't want to see the other person, you will definitely regret it. So after thinking about it, she decided to meet. Thinking of this, Mo Lanqin took out his mobile phone and sent a message to Qin Tian. Where is Xiaotian now? Do you want to see him? Okay, wait a moment. Let me ask for you. Read more at wuxiax.com. After a while, Qin Tian's message came back. At the XX hotel, shall I go with you? This, okay. Mo Lanqin hesitated for a moment, then nodded. Anyway, Chen Xiaotian is also sleeping with other women now. Anyway, he already has a relationship with Qin Tian. Therefore, even if you go with him, it should not cause any misunderstanding. This is what Mo Lanqin thought. Qin Tian took Mo Lanqin to find Chen Xiaodian. At this time, pinching on the other side, in a room in a high-end community, I looked at young people wearing sportswear in front of them. Yi Fan said calmly, "Boy, with your current strength, go to Qin Yang's sect, isn't it looking for death?" After a series of adventures, Chen Yang is now also a master. But facing a sect, Chen Yang, who had just been promoted to master, was obviously not enough. "I'm going to die too." Chen Yang looked at Yi Fan and said unwillingly, "Moreover, I'm just investigating them now, and I'm not really going to fight them hard." He met Yi Fan just now and both sides made a move. But he found that even if the two of them were in the same master state, he was not Yi Fan's opponent at all. So after Yi Fan defeated himself, he followed up again. "What? Listen to what you mean. Do you still have a whole card that can be turned?" "Of course there is. Can you tell me what it is?" "No." Chen Yang replied decisively. "Well, the cultivator's whole card is the cultivator's second life. You can understand it without saying it." Yi Fan Man said casually, "But you have a good rest. Just leave here. I am not your place to stay." "Don't worry. I won't bother you for too long," Chen Yang said in a low voice. After speaking, he sat down cross-legged. In the battle with Yi Fan just now, he suffered some injuries. But because Yi Fan's men are merciful, the problem is not big. As long as the exercise rate is adjusted, it is enough to fully recover. He knew that Yi Fan was also a master. The reason why I have a gap with Yi Fan is not because of the difference in cultivation base. It's because there is a huge gap in the cultivation techniques. Fortunately, Chen Yang was also the protagonist. Before Qin Tian captured Mo Lanqin, his luck was very high. Some special opportunities are naturally indispensable. So after seeing the performance of Yi Fan's strength, he believes that it won't be long before he will become so awesome. "Gang, Lanqin, are you really Lanqin?" The camera returns to Qin Tian's side. At the door of a certain hotel room, Mo Lanqin and Chen Xiaodian, the pair of faithful Mandarin ducks, finally saw each other. It's just that this meeting, under Qin Tian's arrangement, seemed a bit unpleasant. Seeing Mo Lanqin, who appeared in front of him with Qin Tian, Chen Xiaodian in pajamas was dumbfounded. Because he had no idea that Mo Lanqin would appear here? How could this be? Isn't she in Qin Yang's sect? How would it appear here? And this woman, he almost forgot about it. Seeing Chen Xiaodian's Mo Lanqin again, he didn't know what it was like. Just about to say something, an enchanting voice rang. "My dear, who are they?" As soon as he finished speaking, a woman dressed in cool clothes hugged Chen Xiaodian's waist from behind. Seeing this scene, Mo Lanqin gritted his teeth, shouting, "You really disappoint me." "No, Lanqin, let me explain." Chen Xiaodian quickly threw away the woman, looking at Mo Lanqin with a nervous expression. In any case, Mo Lanqin is still the most important in his mind. Therefore, the moment I saw Mo Lanqin, the other women didn't matter. It's just that he originally thought that Mo Lanqin would just turn around and leave, but he didn't want Mo Lanqin to leave at all. "Okay, I will listen to you to explain." Mo Lanqin recovered his calm. "Come on, how do you want to explain?" Chen Xiaodian hesitated to speak, but stopped. "Correct? How do you want to explain? Why did you become like this? Doesn't it seem like this is the case with my previous self?" Suddenly, he seemed to think of something, and quickly looked at Qin Tian next to Mo Lanqin. "I remember, Qin Tian, it's you who made me like this, you bastard." Speaking of Chen Xiaodian, he was going to grab Qin Tian's collar. Qin Tian also ignored him, letting the other party hold him. But his expression was innocent. "Mr. Chen, what are you talking about? Are you blaming me for giving you too much money? If so, it might really be my fault." Hearing Qin Tian's words, Chen Xiaodian was dumbfounded, because he thought of it suddenly. Qin Tian hasn't brought herself to entertaining for a long time, and all the gatherings are self-required? No, it's not right. If there is no Qin Tian, oneself would never become like this. Absolutely not. Thinking of this, Chen Xiaodian looked at Qin Tian's eyes with killing intent. "Qin Tian, I want to kill you." Chen Xiaodian loves Mo Lanqin and feels that Qin Tian has turned himself into an ungrateful person. Not only take yourself to socialize, also poured his own wine. Even let beautiful girls seduce yourself? He didn't want to do it, but somehow stepped into the abyss. So all this should be Qin Tian's pot. But at this time, even Chen Xiaodian didn't know how to explain it. So in order to conceal the truth of the facts, Chen Xiaodian went straight away. "My own delicious hospitality. Is this guy actually doing it on my own?" Facing Chen Xiaodian's rage, Qin Tian was unhappy, but did not fight back. Because he knows that even if he doesn't have a bodyguard, someone will do it for himself. Sure enough, it seemed to be to verify Qin Tian's conjecture. At the moment Chen Xiaodian shot, Mo Lanqin next to him also followed. With a slender finger, facing Chen Xiaodian's hand and elbow, he quickly tapped twice. The mastery of Zhen Qi is so subtle. Let Chen Xiaodian let go of the Qin Tian collar unconsciously. Attack him, let him give up the attack, but don't hurt him. Mo Lanqin's hand can be said to be a real master style. It was just her behavior that made Chen Xiaodian dumbfounded again. "Lanqin, you actually shot at me?" Chen Xiaodian held his elbow and said with an incredible expression. "In my memory, Mo Lanqin would never do anything to himself. Even if I did it wrong." Mo Lanqin couldn't bear it but still said, "I just let you calm down." "Calm down? How can I calm down?" Chen Xiaodian roared hysterically. "If it weren't for Qin Tian, how could I be like this? Xiaodian, you have changed. You used to be not like this." Mo Lanqin was disappointed with Chen Xiaodian again. Do things you do yourself, but give it to others? This is completely different from Chen Xiaodian in his memory. Chen Xiaodian was speechless. "You'd better go in first." Qin Tian's voice appeared in time. Upon hearing this, the two subconsciously glanced at the corridor. Every room seemed to have heads poking out to watch the excitement. Upon seeing this, Chen Xiaotian realized that something was wrong, so he had to drive the woman out first, then put Mo Lanqin in. Seeing the two people staged a drama of bitterness, Qin Tian didn't listen to it anymore. A person walked downstairs to the hotel and waited quietly. The two hadn't seen each other for more than 20 years, and the trust between them had to be considered. Now the body is still cheating again? It is impossible for them to be together again. I have to say that Chen Xiaotian and Mo Lanqin had never thought of it in their entire lives. The first day, they reunited after a long absence. They will spend it in a quarrel. Chen Xiaotian slept with other women, and there were a lot of them. Mo Lanqin spoke for Qin Tian unconsciously. Both made them extremely disappointed in each other. After a quarrel, both of them were very unhappy. The room also fell into a brief silence. I don't know how long it took. Mo Lanqin suddenly said, "Where's Xiao Yang? Let me see Xiao Yang." Read more at wuxiax.com. Disappointed to disappointment, the child still wants to see Xiao Yang. Chen Xiaotian's eyes lit up when he heard this name. Yes, Chen Yang is the bond between the two. Chen Yang might be able to ease the relationship between the two. Thinking of this, Chen Xiaotian quickly called Chen Yang. And Chen Yang, who was far away in Pingcheng, heard that his father had found Mo Lanqin, and the whole person was dumbfounded. What's the situation? My father found his mother in Jiangcheng? Dad, did you find Mom? Okay, what's wrong with you? The tone is a bit wrong. You'll talk when you come back. Chen Xiaotian was in anger at this time and had no time to explain. Hearing this, Chen Yang, who was planning to investigate the fictitiousness of the Qingyang sect, quickly booked a flight back to Jiangcheng. The three of Mo Lanqin's family wanted to meet, and it was not convenient for Qin Tian to ask. At this time, he was not even suitable for walking too close to Mo Lanqin. Otherwise, some things will definitely backfire. But after Qin Tian knew the result of the discussion between the two, the three of them want to meet smoothly? It's almost impossible anymore. In the afternoon, Mo Lanqin and Chen Xiaotian parted ways. They are in a bad mood, but they all hope that after Chen Yang comes back, the relationship between the two can be eased. Qin Tian didn't care and comforted Mo Lanqin with a few words and then opened a room alone. It's okay to call Chen Yang back, solve one, and then solve the other. Lying on the big round bed in the next room, Qin Tian muttered to himself. Chen Yang was on the plane the next morning, so the three can only meet in the afternoon. And because they wanted to avoid the surveillance of King Yangzong, the three of them had to make an appointment at a star-rated hotel in a remote location. Chen Yang was excited when he saw his mother for the first time when he grew up. But keenly, he noticed that the atmosphere between the two was a bit wrong. So after asking about the specific situation, he was dumbfounded. Dad, are you crazy? How can you do this? Hearing what his father had done, Chen Yang stopped talking, but still looked at Mo Lanqin. Also, Mom, that Qin Tian is not a good person. You walk so close to him. Can Dad not get angry? Yes, Qin Tian is not a good person. Chen Xiaotian hurriedly agreed. If he hadn't taken me to socialize, I wouldn't be what I am today. You come here last? Mo Lanqin gave Chen Xiaotian a white glance. It's obviously your own problem. Can you blame others? And you, Xiao Yang, why do you say that Qin Tian is not a good person? Chen Yang retorted. He is not a good person. What's the basis? The basis? The basis is... When Chen Yang said this, he couldn't continue. Because Qin Tian has never done anything sorry for their father and son from beginning to end. Gambling on stones saved Chen Yang's 10 million gambling debt. Tell Chen Yang the news of King Yangzong. He also greeted his father to eat and drink. Generally speaking, except for the fact that they still don't know that Mo Lanqin was asleep. There is nothing wrong with Qin Tian. But why in my heart, I just feel that Qin Tian is not a good person. Chen Yang was a little puzzled. Seeing Chen Yang couldn't continue, the private room fell into a brief silence. Just at this time, boom! The door of the hotel's private room was suddenly pushed open by one person. Standing at the door was an old man wearing a Tang suit, calm and relaxed. Behind him followed a series of sect veterans such as Mo Lan, Mo Chiu, and Mo Changming. Seeing this old man taking the lead, Chen Xiaotian couldn't help being stunned. Mo Lanqin's complexion also changed slightly, and she quickly stood up. Dad, why are you here? Why did you say I came? Mo Hai walked slowly into the private room and gave Chen Xiaotian a cold look. If I don't come, are you going to betray the sect with this waste again? I do not have. No. Humph. Mo Hai snorted coldly. Don't think I don't know what you did well. Use 2 heavenly spirit fruits to exchange information on this waste? You, the sect master, can really be. Chong Ming. Regulations. When will Qin Tian arrive? Already called him. He should be on his way now. Well, Mo Hai said solemnly. This Qin Tian not only swallowed our 2 heavenly spirit fruits, but also dared to help my daughter find this waste news, ignoring our Qingyang sect's taboo. Even if he is a grandmaster, this Liangzi can be considered as a knot. After speaking, he looked at Chen Xiaotian with Sun Lung's gaze. Now tell me about you, kid. You missed my daughter's life, and now it's self-determination, or I will abolish you first, and then let you die. Mo Hai's voice was cold, and he did not pay attention to the lies of Chen Yang and his son. What happened to Mo Lanqin and Chen Xiaotian back then? Many other sects know, but few know that Chen Yang exists. So just quietly kill the father and son. Then the humiliating topic that sect master Chen Yang has an illegitimate child would cease to exist. As for killing? Grandmaster level powerhouse, if you want to kill someone, it shouldn't be too simple. First abolish all your meridians, and then infuse your own true qi into the opponent's body to cause hidden injuries. In this way, the other party will not die immediately, but it will definitely die. The death incubation period is about 1 to 3 months. As long as there is no help from other cultivators, Ordinary people who are caught by true chi are basically dead. And after a month, no one knows how you died, even if it can't be detected with professional equipment. Since no one knows how you died, then they naturally don't need to be judged by the secular world. Even if there was a little accident in the end, they would lose a little money at most. I'll go to lawsuit with you no matter what. Ordinary people can fight the sect in a lawsuit? Obviously impossible. So Mo-Hai was not joking when he said he wanted to kill Chen Xiaodian. I have to say that Mo-Hai appeared. It made Chen Yang feel that there is nowhere to be found by stepping on iron shoes, and it takes no effort at all. He was in Pingcheng, relying on his luck value to inquire about King Yangzong's intelligence. After searching for a long time, I didn't find any news, but I didn't expect to run into Mo-Hai here. Are you so special and not ready yet? And also, why is Mo-Hai here? Chen Yang has some doubts. He even felt that it might be the secret that Qin Tian informed. But Qin Tian doesn't know where the three people meet today. The other party doesn't know. How can I tell the secret? Especially when Mo-Hai said that the person who helped his parents meet is Qin Tian. He felt even more impossible. Thoughts are only moments, and Chen Yang has no time to think too much. Because from the moment Mo-Hai appeared, a family ethics drama is about to be staged again. Is it a secret that Qin Tian told? Of course. Otherwise, even if the world is so big, Qin Yang's sect will not find it so quickly, even if it is powerful. Qin Tian has luck tracking, so even if he doesn't communicate with Mo Lanqin, he will know the location of Chen Yang. The combination of the system and hacking technology to reveal Chen Yang's information anonymously is not difficult. As for the others, of course it was also arranged by Qin Tian. You know, the highest level of calculation is to count yourself as a middleman. In this way, you can not only participate in the game, but also relieve yourself of suspicion. Mo-Hai knew that Mo Lanqin hadn't brought back the heavenly spirit fruit, so he was a little skeptical. It is right to send someone to investigate. Later, Qin Tian deliberately disclosed the news that he had contacted Chen Xiaodian and Mo Lanqin. As soon as the front and back were combined, Mo-Hai naturally knew why his daughter had not brought back the heavenly spirit fruit. So now he not only wants to find Chen Xiaodian to settle accounts, but also wants this Qin Tian who ignores his King Yangzong rules to settle accounts. Read more at wuxiax.com. For this result, Qin Tian had already expected it, so he was not in a hurry at all. Lao Li and Wang, he came here slowly. Boss, the other party is a member of the sect. Why don't you bring 2 more people over? Just me. I'm afraid I can't fully protect your safety. After Lao Li stopped, Qin Tian got off the car and went straight to the hotel. Wang Yi, who was following Qin Tian, couldn't help but ask questions. He's just a master now. Grandmaster one-on-one is nothing. But now, facing a sect, he feels a little confused. After all, 2 fists are hard to beat 4 hands. Qin Tian smiled. It's just because the other party is a sect, so there is no need. Our current Zoman strength, apart from you and Zhou Wen, other people can't be on the stage. If they really fight, it won't be of much use to bring them here. This seems to make sense too. Okay, let's go. I can't wait for the other party to come. Good luck. Dad, let them go. I promise I will never see them again. As soon as I walked to the door of the hotel's private room, I heard Mo Lanqin's swearing voice inside. Qin Tian is very speechless. This F***CK. The plot is really terrible. Stop. What are you doing? 2 disciples of Qin Yang's sect at the door stopped Qin Tian. Qin Tian glanced at the 2 of them. Didn't you let me come? Could it be that I went wrong? Are you Qin Tian? Exactly. Go in, Mr. Mo is waiting for you inside. Old Mo? Haha. This old man is quite tall. Qin Tian glanced at the 2 of them and couldn't help but mutter. Pushing the door in, Mo high-dressed in tang suit sat in the main seat. Several strong men of the Qin Yang sect surrounded Chen Xiaotian's family of 3 Dave. A bit of bullying, and Chen Yang and Chen Xiaodian are lying on the ground. Both seem to be injured. Think about it too. The protagonist has his own arrogance. How can he be afraid of power? In the face of Mo-Hai's difficulties, he decisively chose to confront and fight back. The result, it goes without saying. Now he has just been promoted to Grand Master. It was not Mo Chaming's opponent at all. Chen Yang was injured, and Chen Xiaodian would naturally not be idle. So there was this scene that Qin Tian saw. Chen's father and son fell to the ground injured, while Mo Lanqin stood in front of Chen Yang's father and son with a decisive expression. Although it was impossible for her to be with Chen Xiaodian, she still couldn't let her watch Chen Xiaodian die in front of her. That is it wrong time for me to come? Seeing the situation in front of him, Qin Tian said something appropriately. This sentence immediately attracted everyone's attention. No, you just came here. Sitting on the main seat, Mo-Hai looked up at Qin Tian proudly. Are you Qin Tian? Seeing this scene, Qin Tian did not rush to answer either. Instead, he walked to the sofa in the private room and sat down. I don't know if President Mo is looking for me. What advice can I have? Looking at Qin Tian, who was acting casually after entering the door, Mo Lan beside Mo-Hai couldn't help frowning. Boy, you are very defiant. Who let you sit? Mo Lan is Mo-Hai's younger brother. The 2 look similar in appearance, but their tempers are a bit aggressive. Seeing Qin Tian coming in, he sat down without saying hello. He immediately expressed his dissatisfaction. What? Now I ask people to talk about things, and I don't even let people sit? Qin Tian glanced at Mo Lan. Since this is the case, let's have a fart. Let's go, Wang Yi. With that, Qin Tian stood up directly and was about to leave with Wang Yi. Seeing this scene, everyone in the private room was dumbfounded. Don't understand what Qin Tian is doing? Doesn't this guy know who he is facing? Actually so arbitrary? Come, say leave? Not to mention the people of the Mo family. Even Mo Lanqin and Chen Yang's father and son couldn't understand this operation. Stop! Mo-Hai shouted in a deep voice. Qin Tian, It seems that you still don't know who I am. I know. Why don't I know? Qin Tian stopped and looked at Mo Hai to retort. Mo Hai, the former lord of the Qingyang sect, I know very well. A look of contempt flashed through the corner of Qin Tian's mouth. With this expression, Mo Hai couldn't help but want to kill this kid on the spot. Since you know, then you dare to talk to me like this? Why don't you dare? Qin Tian didn't answer the question. The former suzerain of the third-rate sect is just that. Is it amazing? Mo Hai. Dark blue. Everyone in the Mo family, even if it was Mo Lanxin and Qin Yang and his son, they looked at Qin Tian with an incredible expression at this time. What's the situation with this product? Actually said that Qin Yang's sect is a third-rate sect? Jill is too arrogant. Talking to Mo Hai like this is not looking for death? Speaking of compulsion, Qin Tian hasn't been afraid of anyone yet. Do you want to get Lousy off? Lousy even turned the man and the horse together. If you don't give me face, you can never think that I will give you face. Just like now. The others in King Yingzong feel that they are very powerful. No put Qin Tian in their eyes. Qin Tian will naturally not buy their account. No way, their strength just so confident. I have to say that Dan Shinzi was right. The general sect, the master, is already the ceiling of combat power. For many cultivators, just 100 years of true qi is their goal for a lifetime. Although the true qi can be made up with pill, but if you want to break through to the realm of the great master, you need to wash the body after marrow. 100 years of true qi plus the body after washing the marrow? Want to have both? Even the sovereign of the sect can hardly meet this condition. The average cultivator, who can break through to the master, is already the limit. In their minds, Qin Tian is at most a master. And these elders of Qingyang sect are all masters. Faced with so many masters, a master dare to say that they are third-rate sects? This is literally hitting them in the face. Therefore, hearing Qin Tian's words, everyone was dumbfounded and did not react. Qin Tian, you seem to be very confident in your own strength. Mo Hai's low voice broke the silence in the field. Knowing his identity and being so arrogant is undoubtedly his confidence in his own strength. Mo Hai hadn't met anyone who dared to talk to him like this for many years. This made him very upset. Qin Tian smiled faintly upon hearing the words. Of course, it is not a problem to win you at least one-on-one. Bastard. Asshole. Insolent child. Qin Tian's words finally angered everyone in the Qingyang sect except Mo Lanxin. The current Qingyang sect, although the lord is Mo Lanxin, but she was still familiar with the position of this suzerain. Mo Hai is undoubtedly the one who has the absolute right to speak. Except for the 5 great sect masters who have not been seen before, which of the other sect masters will not give a little bit of face to Mo Hai? At this time, Qin Tian has been arrogant a batch since entering the door. Are you still going to single-handedly challenge Mo Hai? This F***CK is simply arrogant. Why? Want more people to bully fewer people. Qin Tian held both hands, glanced at the people, and finally fixed his gaze on Qin Yang and his son with a mocking expression. Yu Qingyang sect is also capable of this. Grass. You want to die? Standing Mo Chio and the elder Qingyang Zong shook their fists and wanted to step forward and show Qin Tian a little bit of color. Stop. Mo Hai hurriedly spoke and then waved to several people. You guys step back for the time being. Mo Chio and the others were a little unwilling, but they stopped and retreated. Seeing this scene, Qin Yang and his son felt inexplicably good. Because what Qin Tian did was exactly what they wanted to do, but they couldn't do it. Read more at wuxiax.com. Was it actually completed by Qin Tian at this time? At this moment, they suddenly felt that Qin Tian was not so annoying. Qin Tian? Very good, just now there was a problem with our attitude. You should sit down and talk. Mo Hai held back his anger and pointed to the sofa next to him. This is the hotel. No matter how remote it is in the city, so it's not suitable to make things too big. There was already a lot of disturbance when Chen Yang and Chen Xiaodian were resolved just now. Now wanted to question Qin Tian Xingshi. Naturally, conflicts can no longer occur. It won't be over already. Qin Tian hooked the corner of his mouth, walked over, and sat down. Let's talk. Why are you looking for me? Since you are so direct, then I won't be oblivious. Mo Hai calmly said. You are the one who helped Lanxin contact Chen Xiaodian? Mo Hai's tone was calm, and he felt much calmer than the others. But he always felt that he was trying to find his place, deliberately making himself look very aura. Yes, it's me. Then do you know the consequences of interfering in other people's housework? I don't know. Qin Tian said honestly. I only know that using people's money to eliminate disasters for others. Faced with the temptation of 2 heavenly spirit fruits, I don't think a cultivator can refuse. Although Qin Tian doesn't need heavenly spirit fruit himself, there is nothing wrong with what he said. For the average cultivator, the heavenly spirit fruit is undoubtedly an existence with great temptation. Mo Lanxin used 2 sky spirit fruits as rewards and asked Qin Tian to contact Chen Xiaodian for help. Can Qin Tian refuse? Can't. And so, it is true that a cultivator robs cultivation resources, but no matter how important cultivation resources are, no one's life is important. Mo Hai said in a low voice. Chen Xiaodian is the taboo of our sect. For the 2 heavenly spirit fruits, you ignore the taboo of our sect. Does this not put my Qingyang sect in the eyes? What kind of shit sect taboos? I helped them lead the line. How can I ignore your sect taboos? Qin Tian said without scruples. Old man Mo, it's not that I said you. What age is it now? Are you still telling me this? Who the younger generations want to be with? That is their freedom. You are old enough to have nothing to do with fishing. Isn't it good to raise flowers? I'm going to intervene in the relationship problems of the younger generation. I said you were sick and panic. Bastard, why did you talk to our president Mo? Boy, you were too arrogant. It's so unrespectable. Shut up. Everyone rushed into the crown with anger and was directly reprimanded by Qin Tian. I am also a sect master at any rate. Now speaking to your leader, what are you talking about? Zoman? Metropolitan? Hearing Qin Tian's words, everyone was stunned. Correct. This Qin Tian is also the master of a sect no matter how to say it. The character will naturally be more arrogant. Is it just that he is also the suzerain? Ding. Successfully changed the impression of the protagonist Qin Yang on the host, gaining plus 300 villain value and extra plus 200 due to system skills. Qin Tian. The sudden system prompt sound made Qin Tian somewhat unresponsive. Change the impression? Isn't this the effect that only has on the heroine or the key person? How come it works for the protagonist now? What's the name of your sect? Mohai said solemnly. Called the old man by Qin Tian, he did not get angry for the first time. Because Qin Tian's behavior style is really too weird. Even the sect master of a sect shouldn't be so arrogant. It's not important. Qin Tian once again perfunctory. The important thing is, what do you want to do when you come to me today? If it is Xingshir's questioning, then we don't need to talk nonsense. Just find a suitable place to start the fight. Anyway, the strength of the cultivation world is respected, and talents with big fists have the right to speak. It just so happens that my hands are itchy recently. Everyone in Xingyang's sect. This kid, I'm afraid I'm drunk too much, right? Isn't it that we are asking you to blame? How do you feel that you are provoking our entire Xingyang sect? Qin Tian, you are really crazy. This is not madness. This is called slashing the chaos. Qin Tian said lightly. Everyone is an adult. Why do so many twists and turns? It's solved in twos or twos. Isn't everyone's time saved? Of course, if you want to do something here, it's not impossible. Ding. The key character Mo Lanxin has a good impression of you and gets a villain value plus 300. Ding. The protagonist Qin Yang worships you and gains plus 200 as a villain. Ding. It is detected that the protagonist Qin Yang has a feeling of worship towards the host, and the main storyline is about to collapse. Qin Tian. What's the situation? This is Sol Qin Yang?